Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good, guys. Today we're going to be reacting to Candace Owens calls out toxic black culture. Guys, let's get right into this.
So, congrats on your movie.
Thank
I know it
you.
takes a lot of effort to put stuff like that out there. Let me see. So, I know you've spoken on like toxic black culture and all that stuff. Besides public speaking, what are you doing to combat against toxic black culture? And then, how does your movie Unveiling BLM add to what you're doing? Do you see how it can add to it? Do you see how it can hinder the movement? I don't know.
Yeah, thank you. That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked it, obviously, because it just lets me brag about myself. Um, so the thing that the media never tells about anybody, and it is so infuriating that they ever say about me, is that it's just like Candace is just critiquing Black America, and then they just strip away everything that I do for Black America. I run a charity. It's called Blexit.com. It's a successful charity, and we are in 39, actually now 41 states. You can go on to Blexit.com, and you can see what we are doing in these inner cities. We have after-school programs in which we pick up these children that are in disadvantaged districts, and we bring them so that they can learn different ideas, and so that their parents don't have to worry about them being on the streets. Aside from after-school programs, we run summer camps for these children so that they have somewhere to go, so that their parents don't have to worry about them being on the streets. Aside from just complaining about BLM and all the destruction that it brought to inner cities, we raised over $100,000 and gave it. We picked black businesses that had been destroyed in the George Floyd riots, and we gave it to them. Now, I'm telling you all this stuff because the media never will. They need to paint me as a monster and a person that hates my own race, because I have higher expectations, because we should have higher expectations. And there's been this routine lowering of the bar. In terms of the documentary, my purpose in producing that film was that I never thought that there was a more toxic narrative for Black America than the George Floyd story and the lies surrounding it. And I wanted to do that film in a compassionate way, because after speaking to his roommates, I felt sad. This was a man that was struggling with drug addiction. Drug addiction is something that probably every single person in this room can relate to. Somebody in your family, a cousin, a brother. This is something that touches Americans. And the George Floyd story should have been a story that brought Americans together. And it's not his fault that after he died, horrible people used the media narrative to divide Americans, to burn down black inner city communities, and to raise BLM into the multi-million dollar organization that essentially stole from Americans. And so I wanted to expose all of that, because I think that once you expose a lie that big, it helps people be less emotional and to really understand, which was, I think, the thesis of my film, which is that the media is our enemy.
So then, what can I do to add to what you're doing?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I said, what can I do to add to what you're doing?
Join Blexit. We join the Blexit chapter. Get involved. Every single person. I better see Blexit numbers going off. As soon as you got here, Blexit.com. See what we're doing. And it's an organization that's it's small pocket donors that give $1 a month that allows us to do what we do and to actually make a difference. And it's honestly it's the best part of what I get to do, other than going home to my children.
Guys, this is so nice. Like I never knew about this foundation. I never knew. But this is so nice. I mean, I've heard a lot of people condemn Candace. I mean, a lot of people say that she's against her own race. And I don't see that way. I mean, everybody has their own point of view, and trust me, I have mine. And I don't think Candice hates her race. She doesn't. She tries her best for her people. That's what I can tell you for a fact. She does try her best. And hearing this about this charity is a really nice thing to do, especially when you know it's going to help and groom a lot of people, especially when it comes to children. That is one of the best things you can actually give to them. I mean, it's better to have kids learning new things than seeing them on the streets, because when you're out on the street, there are different type of people on the streets. No offense, this may offend some people, but I'm going to say there are bad people on the street. There are good people on the street. So your kids may mingle with God knows who and turn into God knows what. But the best thing that she can do for them is what she's doing now. And then the best thing we can do to support what she's doing is to donate what we can. So guys, if you can do it, it's for the betterment of a lot of people. You don't know how many people's lives you're going to change in the process. But guys, the more you think about this, what are your thoughts on this? Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. Love you guys.